Welcome. Welcome to the Adrian Dominican Sisters presentation of a sister story. And today we have a real treat of a story because we're going to be talking with our sister Marlene Villar. If I didn't say that right, she'll correct me, who is residing in the Philippines. She'll tell us exactly where she is in ministry and where she resides, what part of the Philippines, because it's a very large place. I got on a map the other day and I tell you, some of the places look familiar. But anyway, so Sister will begin, and I want us all to enjoy this presentation of Sister Marlene, who will tell us her story. So Marlene, maybe you could begin with where you began, your parents, your upbringing, what was your family like, etc. Okay, so it's all yours. You may go.
Hi, Sister Peg.
Okay.
It's
Hi.
an opportunity to be talking to you online or virtually.
I know, it's remarkable. I'm in Adrian and you're in the Philippines, and we look like we're sitting right next to each other. The blessing. Okay, go on.
Thank you. Yes, I was born in our hometown in Arayat. That's in Pampanga.
Yes.
Our parents, being Gregorio and Magdalena, already passed away in 1989 and 2015, respectively.
Wow.
I have 2 sisters and 6 brothers.
Oh.
Therefore, we are 9 in the family, a big family.
Very
I'm
much.
the third from the eldest. Our eldest sister is already a widow. And my younger sister is married. 5 of my brothers have families of their own, and our eldest brother remains single. In the family, we practice thriftiness, industry, friendliness, and diligence, especially in our studies. We ought to help in our daily chores, especially on weekends.
That with a large family, you had lots of work to do.
Right.
Did you each have a little job?
We did.
Yeah.
We have our respective assignments at home. Then on weekends, whatever we save from our little allowance was also spent for our snacks on weekends while we were working.
Good.
So that's how big our family is, and as well as we all helped in the household chores on weekends.
So you know what it was like to live in community.
Right.
Yeah, very much so. A little give and take.
Right.
Now, what about your schooling? Where did you go to school right there?
At first in grade school, in elementary, I went to public schools. And then in secondary or in high school, I went to a private school, that was also my first ever or my only employment before I came to the convent. Afterwards, I studied in a state college for Bachelor of Science in Agriculture.
Wow.
I majored animal science.
Animal science. Oh.
Yeah, and took crop science as a minor. And aside from that, I also took education units.
Okay.
And during my employment, being a high school teacher, I needed to take additional education units or professional units and some English subjects.
Okay.
That's why I qualified to be an English teacher.
Your English is very good.
Thank you, sister.
Yeah.
And when I come to the convent, I enter the convent, my first assignment was already principalship.
Wow.
And so I had to pursue. By the way, when I was still a high school teacher, my father encouraged me to take graduate school. I took Master of Arts in Education, major in Guidance and Counseling.
Okay.
It was in the year 2009 when I qualified to become a registered guidance counselor.
Okay.
While being in school as school administrator, I had to take another major or subjects in educational management. Until the time, I've been all assigned in school and pursued philosophy of education, major in educational management,
Wow.
of which I am a candidate for that course.
Wow. You've done a lot in your brief life.
Yeah.
Go back and tell me, how was it that you became a sister? How did that come about? And how did your family feel about that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was that my sister, blood sister, because we're three sisters in the family, my youngest sister had a classmate who was a nursing student like her. Afterwards, she met the sisters, and actually, it was she who planned to come to the convent.
Okay.
But later on, it was I who got inside or entered the convent. Of
Interesting.
course, my family didn't like it. They
Why?
told me, "You're already a teacher. Why do you still have to go to the convent when you might not even have your own resources?" But of course, it must be my destiny, or it's what I hope to be. And so God's plan prevailed.
Right. And God calls us, and God didn't call the other members of the family. It's hard to explain that, but yes, you stuck to it.
Yeah.
And then they got used to it.
Yeah.
So what year did you enter the convent?
I entered in 1985.
Okay.
I'm now on my 37th year as a sister.
Wow. And it looks like it agrees with you. You're very happy.
Sister?
It looks like all those years in the convent have agreed with you. You look happy. Yes.
Thank you, sister.
Yeah. And are you living in community right now?
Yeah. Presently I'm in Tala.
Tala. That's why I
in
found that on
Caloocan
the map.
City. Caloocan City.
And who lives there?
I have a new companion, a junior temporary sister.
And who is that?
Melissa.
Melissa. Did she get a letter from me?
I'll ask her.
Yeah, I think she did. Okay, so there's two of you living there. Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
So what do you do for fun?
For
fun? What do you do when you're not working so hard?
Usually, we watch movies.
Okay.
Or television shows and eat our snacks.
And what?
Eat snacks. And I also love crocheting.
Okay, that's nice. Good, good. Now, for our general chapter, how were you engaged in the general chapter?
Actually, how I wanted to have been a delegate, but unfortunately, I was not able to make it because I was not issued the visa by then.
Okay.
But I found the general chapter very good because there had been lots of preparations by the sisters. We also met in Zoom. We had awakening circles.
Good.
And then we had assemblies. And I really had likened that because although we're from different parts of the universe, yet we were able to meet, although in a limited time.
Right.
Unlike the sisters who were able to come over to Chicago.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, that's right. And then I'm in a big chapter, and we just had our assembly in Chicago. Yeah, so
Okay.
that not everybody could come for various reasons, but there's like 200 of us in this
Yes,
Catherine
yes.
of Siena chapter.
Many among our sisters were there too.
Yes, yes, they were at the chapter, general chapter. Yeah, yeah. So, one thing we also want to know is you're very engaged and you're lots of energy. What motivates you?
Oh, the thing is, I used to be a high school teacher, and I also had been troop leader among the Girl Scouts.
Oh, you had Girl Scouts over there. Okay.
Yeah, that's why sisters are always have been telling me, you're so active.
Yes.
It's because I had that training. Aside from that, I also had been an adult leader among the Children of Mary. That's a religious organization in the parish.
Okay.
That's why I worked or had met many young women and had dealt with them for a couple of years when I was still a lay person.
Okay. How old were you when you entered?
I was 25 years old.
Oh, mature.
Yeah.
You weren't one of those teenagers that entered young, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh.
and also your family, growing up in such a big family,
Yes.
you learned a lot about community and give and take and taking responsibility. And that's part of who you are today.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we were young professionals, we used to give our pay slips and our checks to our mom. It's because we were helping send our young brothers and sisters in school. And so we have to help in their tuition fees.
Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. So you knew what it was like to work and have a common fund.
Correct.
Yeah,
And
very
that's
much
also
so.
our expression of poverty.
Yes, yes, very much. And you certainly seem to are surviving what you've been part of. You're very happy with what you have.
Yes.
Is there someone in particular that maybe before you entered or since you've entered that really was a mentor for you, who you really appreciated, who was special in your life?
Yeah. As I have said, I was in my first employment. For me, I consider it as my training ground. And the principal there was the one who seemed to have trained me to become a school administrator
Ooh.
when time will come. And so I guess that's already a good training for
Right,
me. When I
right.
was a high school teacher, that's why after 3 years being in the convent, I was already sent for a principalship task.
Wow. They saw it in you. They
Thank
knew
you.
you had that energy, and you still seem to have. What's your greatest passion at this time? What are you most passionate about?
Actually, at the moment, it's this, I just don't know if this will be my last ministry because I'll be turning 65 next year.
Oh, no, you don't stop at 65.
But of course, in the Philippines, but at age 65, that's already retirement.
Right. Well, with us too, but does that mean you have to retire?
I still don't know. Yeah, at the moment, what I'm working on is doing the job, being the school administrator in this
Okay.
school, doing ordinary things with extraordinary love for the people I am serving.
Good. And you can always do that. You're always in ministry when you take yourself wherever you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think the Spirit might be leading you at this time?
As I have said, I might be assigned in another school because I almost had been in this school for 10 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I
Who
might be
assigned you? Who assigned you? Who?
Usually our mission chapter
Okay,
prioress assigns
okay,
us.
okay.
After a period of deliberation and period of dialogue.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Now, another big moment, I'm going to have to stop pretty soon, but another big moment is when you, Our Lady of Remedies, when you all joined the Adrian Dominicans. That was a big decision. How was that for you?
Yeah. At first, there was also hesitancy on my part.
Yes.
How would we join them? They're of different cultures.
Yes.
But later on, after a period of processing, after a period of discussion among all of us sisters, whether young or old, we came to realize that they're not new to us.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You are not new to us. The fact is, from the time our sisters were trained in your congregation,
Yes.
you were with us.
Yes.
Sisters from Adrian come over to the Philippines. Others even stay with us for long,
Yes.
or others just for a week of visit. And that would be enough for the sisters. And we're so happy about that fact that you visit us. The connection is always there.
Good.
And there were so many occasions that you had invited us, and our sisters came over to Adrian as well.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's not really a total strange thing for us to be merged with you.
Yeah. But it was an experience that changed your lives in some way. It
There
certainly
was
made us.
transformation, sister.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Very transformative time for
In
each of
fact,
us.
sister, on Sunday, the 20th of November, we will be celebrating our 11th merger anniversary.
Oh, really? November 28th, huh?
20th.
20th. That's this Sunday?
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
We will have a simple celebration. Of course, we will have the Eucharistic celebration.
Yes. So that's it. So how many years ago is it?
11 years. That
11.
was in 2011.
Oh, wonderful. Well, you kind of are the one that's spearheading a new set of women who are telling their stories as we enter your 11th year or 12th year.
Yeah.
So what a blessing. Well,
Yeah.
is there anything else you'd like to say that maybe I didn't ask or you want to ask?
Yeah. In your guide questions, you had said, is there a favorite scripture saying that holds significant to your life at the moment? Actually, it's a Bible text that is, of course, which is common from the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, chapter 13. I really find it so significant. It says, love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Isn't it beautiful, sister?
Yes, it is. Very much. I have to go back.
Yes, I found it so meaningful. I even say to myself, if only we will adhere to this reading, then it will really be a very beautiful world to live in.
It is, and we can't give up hope. We continue to pray that and believe that, and it will happen. It will happen. And certainly as you bring your joy, you're a very joy-filled woman. And you can tell very much filled with the Spirit.